free golden pigeons for War Thunder. Check out the app in the description below.
What we do here is go back.
Got him! So the T114 BAT, one of the new Tier 5 premiums that was just introduced with this last patch. Again, I apologize for not posting very many videos or posting much in the way of content over the past few days. However, I have been busy with real-life stuff, as I already said in the intro. But this video is not about me. This video is about the T114. So, what are my thoughts on this vehicle? I've been playing it off and on the past few days, and honestly, I'm fairly impressed. This vehicle, on paper, looks, honestly, like a piece of crap. Like, it does not look very good. It's only got 2 crew members, it's got aluminum armor, which isn't even really armor at all. Its top speed isn't particularly good. There just isn't very much about this vehicle that screams, oh my god, this thing's amazing, until you get out there and play it. Yes, it has a 3-shot autoloader for its 106mm recoilless rifle, but the 3-shot autoloader doesn't really become apparent until you start using this thing, or its effectiveness doesn't become as apparent until you start using this thing, because having that ability to fire 3 shots in really rapid succession is huge for this vehicle, and it's really what makes this vehicle so good, honestly, in my opinion. If this thing did not have an autoloader, just had a single 106mm rifle, and it only fired 1 shot and then you reloaded for 10 seconds, this thing would not be very good at all. In fact, I would say it would probably be one of the worst vehicles, and easily the worst buy for a premium. But because it has this autoloader, it makes this tank infinitely better. Or this tank destroyer, I should say. And it's hard to over-exaggerate just how potentially devastating this little vehicle is. It doesn't look like much, but honestly, this thing is the bane of any heavy tank that it runs up against. King Tigers, IS-6s, IS-2s, doesn't matter. It will deliver its payload, or if you give it a chance to deliver its payload, it's going to give the enemy a bad day. Just period. Now, I know a lot of people were also a little bit, I guess you could say, disappointed by the fact that it only has heat rounds. However, I don't think it's that much of a disadvantage with this vehicle. This vehicle plays a very specific role. With the recent changes to HESH, the fact that it doesn't have it really doesn't hurt the vehicle in any way, shape, or form. especially considering the fact that HESH is pretty much useless now against anything but flat armored targets, and, well, how many of those are you going to see? So, this vehicle, even with just the heat rounds, it doesn't need the HESH, basically, is what I'm saying. This thing is just as powerful without the HESH as it would be with it. So, something else to keep in mind is that this vehicle is actually at 6.7. And despite it being a Tier 5 Premium, it is not actually within the Tier 5 battle ratings, as one would think. So it's not an 8.0, it's not a 7.3, it's not a 7.7, heck, it's not even a 7.0. All this vehicle is a 6.7. Meaning that you can easily drop it into a lineup with your T29, T34, M56 Scorpion, and so on, like I've done here, and have a very powerful lineup, including with the M50 Ontos. Although I haven't had much luck with the M50 Ontos, but that's a separate topic entirely. So, despite this thing being a Tier 5 Premium, it's incredibly useful to have in your lineup as just a vehicle that can take on all comers. In terms of, you take this vehicle out and you don't have to worry about not penetrating anything, because your 380 millimeters of penetration will go right through pretty much anything you're going to face anyways. But you trade that penetration and auto-loading firepower for complete lack of protection for your vehicle, and for only having 2 crew members. On top of that, your elevation and depression angles are only 16 degrees total. You've got 8 up and 8 down. So you don't have very much in the way of flexibility in terms of firing angles to put those 3 rounds on target. However, if you can get all 3 rounds on target, then you can do tremendous amounts of damage. If you don't knock them out with the first shot, or you miss the first shot, it's not a big deal, because your follow-up shot is so quick that generally by the time that they react to the first shot, trying to figure out where it's coming from, your second shot is already on its way in. Which is incredibly powerful. So do I think that this is overpowered? No, I don't think so at all. I think that this vehicle adds a nice dynamic, especially to Tier 4 American teams. It's also the only Tier 5 Premium you can currently buy that has, or that is available for Golden Eagles. The other two, the Medium Kampfpanzer M47 and the Object 120, which has not yet been released yet at the time of this video being made, neither of these vehicles are available for gold. This is the only Tier 5 Premium available for gold as of 1.71. So if you're watching this at a later date, keep that in mind. And for the 8,000 gold that they're charging you, I think that this is a pretty decent deal. I would highly recommend taking this out with quite a few teammates, making sure that you have somebody in, say, a heavy tank to move forward and take the hits for you, and allow you to roll out, dump your 3 rounds into an enemy, and then pull back. This vehicle is a classic ambush vehicle. You jump out, you do a shit ton of burst damage, and then you run away. And hide while you wait for 10 seconds. I mean, even then, the clip reload on this thing is very, very short as far as autoloaders go. I mean, granted, we've only got 2, this thing and the Chi-Ri, but this thing has a 10-second reload between its 3-round clips, which gives it a very, very quick return to combat. You're not sitting there for 30 seconds waiting for your guys to load 3 shells. It's only 10, so it's about the same reload as like a stock King Tiger with a bad crew. So if you can deal with that, then you can easily deal with one of these things, and you can unload this clip in less than 6 seconds. So I can't emphasize how powerful and cool this little vehicle is. But again, it's not overpowered. It's got some serious weaknesses: aluminum armor, or lack of armor. Really, really limited depression and elevation angles, especially elevation, I've noticed on this vehicle, is very, very limited. And you've only got 2 crew members, so if either one of these guys die, you're done for. So let me know what your guys' experiences are with this vehicle in particular. I'm hoping to try and get some more videos out here in the coming weeks, however, no guarantees on exactly when they'll come out. Again, I'm very busy with school, and I'm very busy with real-life stuff, so just hang in there, guys. I will be doing streams from time to time, but streams are much, much easier for me to do since I can just click a button and go, than make a video, so keep that in mind. Stay tuned to the streams, and I will talk to you guys in the next one. Keep your tracks checked, keep your binders in place, keep around on the tube, and I will see you guys in the next one.